Daily Horoscope Analysis for Leo, June 25, 2025, General Overview. As the sun journeys through Cáncer on this summer day of June 25, 2025, Leos are experiencing a period of introspection just before their solar season begins. This is particularly significant as we're approximately 1 month away from your birthday season, making this a time of inner preparation and reflection. Today carries a unique energy signature, with the moon forming a trine aspect with Mars, igniting your creative impulses while simultaneously asking you to be patient. The planetary landscape today shows Venus in Gemini creating a socially favorable atmosphere, while Mercury's position enhances your communication abilities but requires careful attention to detail. Jupiter's expansive energy is influencing your career sector, bringing potential opportunities that may not be immediately visible, but are developing behind the scenes. Emotional landscape. Emotionally, today feels like standing on the threshold between two rooms for Leos. You're being asked to honor the completion of a personal cycle, while sensing the excitement of what's to come. The lunar energy today heightens your sensitivity, particularly regarding family matters and your private life. You might feel unusually nostalgic, or find yourself reflecting on childhood memories or family patterns. This isn't mere sentimentality. It's providing valuable insights about your authentic needs and desires as you prepare to step into your solar power next month. For Leos who have been feeling emotionally drained recently, today offers a gentle reprieve. The cosmic energies support emotional healing, particularly through creative expression or meaningful conversations with trusted confidants. Your emotional authenticity will be your greatest strength today. Don't be afraid to acknowledge what you're truly feeling rather than projecting the strength that others often expect from Leo. Love and relationships. In matters of the heart, today brings a fascinating dynamic for Leos. If you're in a committed relationship, there's an opportunity to deepen your connection through vulnerable conversations about future hopes and dreams. The Venus in Gemini influence makes this an excellent day for intellectually stimulating date nights. Perhaps try a new cultural experience together or engage in a thought-provoking discussion about a shared interest. Single Leos might find themselves attracted to someone who challenges their thinking or introduces them to new perspectives. However, today's energy is less about new beginnings and more about clarifying what you truly desire in partnership. The universe is asking you to refine your vision of love before your birthday season arrives, when manifestation energy will be much stronger. For all Leos, regardless of relationship status, there's a tender quality to today's interactions. You may feel more inclined to nurture others or to allow yourself to be nurtured, a beautiful balance to the fiercer, more independent aspects of your Leo nature. Pay attention to any relationship patterns that seem to be repeating, as they contain important lessons about your attachment style and emotional needs. Career and finances. Professionally, June 25th brings a day of behind-the-scenes developments for Leo. The direct alignment between Jupiter and your career house suggests that seeds planted earlier this year are beginning to germinate, though they may not be visible above ground just yet. Trust the process and continue tending to your professional goals with diligence. Financially, today calls for balanced thinking. With Mercury's influence, you're especially skilled at reviewing budgets, contracts, or investment strategies. This is an excellent day for financial planning, particularly for projects you hope to launch during your upcoming solar return. However, avoid making impulsive purchases or investments. The energy supports careful analysis rather than bold financial moves. Workplace dynamics may feel slightly challenging today, as you might sense that your contributions aren't receiving the recognition they deserve. Remember that this is temporary positioning. The sun will soon move into your sign, significantly boosting your visibility and influence. For now, focus on excellence rather than accolades. Health and vitality. Physically, today's energy for Leo is somewhat mixed. While mental energy is high, physical vitality might feel slightly diminished, particularly in the morning hours. Your body is adjusting to subtle shifts in cosmic energy, as we approach the Cancer-Leo cusp period. Listen carefully to what your physical vessel needs today. Proper hydration is especially important, as is protecting your heart health through stress management techniques. The Mars trine supports activities that combine physical movement with mental focus. Activities like yoga, swimming, or dancing would be particularly beneficial today. Your spine and back area may be more sensitive than usual, so proper posture and gentle stretching are recommended. On a wellness level, today highlights the connection between emotional health and physical vitality. Unexpressed emotions, particularly pride or unexpressed vulnerability, could manifest as tension headaches or upper back discomfort. Creating space for authentic emotional expression will do wonders for your overall well-being. Personal growth and spirituality. Spiritually, June 25th carries a profound energy for Leo's personal evolution. You're in the culminating phase of a yearly cycle of growth, making this an ideal time for reflection and integration. What have you learned since your last birthday? What patterns are you ready to release before your new solar year begins? Meditation, journaling, or any contemplative practice is highly favored today, particularly if focused on the theme of authentic self-expression. You may receive intuitive insights about your creative purpose or spiritual path, especially during the early morning or late evening hours when the veil between dimensions feels thinner. The Neptune retrograde that's currently in effect is also encouraging you to distinguish between illusion and truth in your personal narrative. Are there ways you've been deceiving yourself about your capabilities or limitations? Today's energy supports gentle but honest self-assessment. Social connections and community. Socially, Leo finds themselves in an interesting position today. While you typically enjoy being the center of attention, today's energy has you playing more of an observational role. You'll notice subtle dynamics within your friend groups or community that previously escaped your attention. This perspective shift is valuable, offering insights about where your social energy is best invested. Unexpected connections may form today, particularly with individuals who share your creative interests or spiritual values. A conversation that seems casual could actually introduce an important new ally or mentor into your life. Remain open to synchronicities in your social interactions. For Leos involved in community leadership or group projects, today is excellent for strategic planning rather than direct action. Your ability to inspire others remains strong, but the day's energy favors laying groundwork rather than making grand gestures or announcements. Creativity and self-expression. Creatively, today brings a fascinating blend of intuition and technical skill for Leo. Your artistic expression may take on a more nuanced, subtle quality than usual, perhaps incorporating elements of nostalgia or emotional depth that surprise even you. The Cancer Sun is activating your subconscious creative reserves, bringing forth material from your deeper mind. For Leos working in creative fields, this is an excellent day for revision, refinement, or putting finishing touches on existing projects rather than beginning new ones. Your attention to detail is heightened, allowing you to see subtle ways to elevate your work. Even Leos not typically engaged in artistic pursuits will feel the creative pulse today. This might manifest as innovative problem-solving at work, inspired home decoration ideas, or simply a more poetic way of expressing yourself in conversation. Honor these creative impulses. They're preparing you for the powerful expressive energy of your upcoming solar season. Challenges and opportunities. The primary challenge for Leo today involves patience and timing. You may feel a strong urge to push forward with plans or to make your presence known, while the universal energy is actually calling for thoughtful preparation. This tension between action and patience could create frustration if not consciously managed. Another potential challenge involves family dynamics or home matters that require your attention despite your focus being pulled elsewhere. Finding balance between external ambitions and domestic responsibilities may require careful navigation today. However, these challenges are balanced by significant opportunities. There's a special window today for healing old wounds related to self-expression or recognition. The planetary alignment supports releasing performance anxiety or concerns about how others perceive you, a freeing energy that will serve you well as you approach your solar return. Additionally, today offers a rare opportunity to glimpse the future trajectory of your creative or leadership path. Pay attention to ideas or visions that come through meditation, dreams, or moments of quiet reflection, as they contain important clues about your evolving purpose. Conclusion and daily guidance. In summary, June 25, 2025, asks Leo to balance reflection with preparation, emotional depth with practical planning. It's a day for honoring endings while sensing the exciting beginnings that await just around the corner. Your ruling planet, the Sun, is gathering strength as it prepares to enter your sign, making this a powerful time for intention setting and inner alignment. Your daily mantra: I honor the completion of this cycle, gathering wisdom as I prepare to step into my full radiance. Lucky colors today: deep blue and gold accents, representing the transition from water to fire energy. Beneficial activities: journaling, gentle movement practices, creative visualization, meaningful conversations with trusted friends, organizing your space in preparation for new energy. Remember, mighty Leo, that this quiet period before your solar season is an essential part of your yearly cycle. The lion knows when to rest in the shade, gathering strength before stepping into the full sunlight. Today calls for that sacred pause, the powerful moment between breaths that makes all expression possible. On June 25, 2025, Leo's celestial landscape reveals a fascinating planetary arrangement that significantly influences your energy and focus. The Sun, your ruling celestial body, continues its journey through Cáncer, occupying your 12th house of subconsciousness and spiritual reflection. This creates a unique period where you're gathering internal strength before your birthday season begins. The Sun's position suggests you'll feel a pull toward introspection, with your legendary Leo flame burning more internally than externally. Mercury positions itself in quick-moving Gemini, activating your 11th house of community and future aspirations. This placement creates an intellectually stimulating environment for networking and collaborative thinking, though you may find your thoughts racing ahead of your ability to implement them. Mercury forms a supportive trine to Jupiter in Libra, expanding your communication capabilities and bringing fortunate conversations your way. Venus, the planet of love and beauty, will be transiting through your own sign of Leo, creating a powerful period of personal magnetism and self-expression. This rare placement enhances your natural charisma significantly and places you in the cosmic spotlight. Venus in your first house means you're radiating attraction energy, with others naturally drawn to your warmth and confidence. The Venus-Mars square forming on this day indicates potential tension between your desires and how you pursue them. Mars, energetic and assertive, occupies Taurus in your 10th house of career and public reputation. This provides sustained drive toward professional goals, though the fixed quality of both Leo and Taurus may create some stubborn energy that needs conscious navigation. Mars forms a challenging square to both Venus in Leo and Jupiter in Libra, creating a T-square formation that generates tension, but also tremendous creative potential if channeled correctly. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance, journeys through harmonious Libra in your 3rd house of communication and immediate environment. This beneficial placement enhances your learning capacity and brings opportunities through siblings, neighbors, and short journeys. The Jupiter-Saturn sextile, active on this day, creates a balanced approach between expansion and necessary limitation. Saturn continues its transformative transit through Pisces in your 8th house of shared resources, intimacy, and transformation. This demands serious restructuring in matters of joint finances, psychological healing, and deeply committed relationships. The productive aspect to Jupiter helps you balance necessary restrictions with growth opportunities, particularly regarding shared resources and communication. Uranus in Gemini activates your 11th house alongside Mercury, bringing unexpected developments to your social networks and long-term goals. This placement may bring sudden insights or connections that alter your path forward. The Uranus-Neptune square challenges you to distinguish between innovative thinking and wishful fantasies. Neptune, now direct in Aries, influences your ninth house of higher education, travel, and philosophical beliefs. This unusual placement combines dreamy Neptune energy with initiating Aries qualities, potentially inspiring spiritual breakthroughs or creative approaches to education and belief systems. However, the square to Uranus suggests potential confusion between revolutionary ideas and spiritual insights. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius continues its profound transformation of your seventh house of partnerships and close relationships. This ongoing influence represents a multi-year restructuring of how you relate to others, balancing your Leo need for recognition with Aquarian ideals of equality and community. The Pluto-Moon opposition occurring on this specific day heightens emotional intensity in relationships. The Moon, transiting through Leo on this day, aligns with your sun sign and creates a brief but powerful period of emotional alignment with your core identity. This lunar position amplifies your natural warmth and creativity while forming significant aspects with several planets, including a conjunction with Venus that heightens emotional sensitivity and artistic expression. The North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra cut across your ninth and third houses, suggesting your growth direction involves developing greater independence in your philosophical outlook and learning to trust your intuitive wisdom rather than over-relying on information from others. This nodal axis particularly resonates with Jupiter's current transit through Libra. Chiron, the wounded healer, continues its journey through Aries in your ninth house, suggesting healing opportunities connected to faith, education, and your broader worldview. Its sextile to the Sun in Cáncer creates a subtle opportunity to integrate spiritual healing with your subconscious patterns. The Black Moon Lilith position in Virgo activates your second house of personal resources and values, potentially bringing repressed material related to self-worth and financial security into consciousness. This placement challenges perfectionist tendencies in material matters. The overall planetary configuration on June 25, 2025, presents Leo with a complex yet potentially rewarding day for internal growth and preparation. The emphasis on your 12th, 1st, and 11th houses suggests this is a time of transition between completing one personal cycle and beginning another, with social connections playing a significant role in this transformation. June 25, 2025 presents a fascinating day for Leo's communication style and expressive abilities. With Mercury forming a trine to Jupiter in your third house of communication, your words carry extra weight and charisma today. This planetary alignment enhances your natural Leo eloquence, allowing thoughts to flow with remarkable clarity and confidence. Your ability to articulate complex ideas becomes almost effortless, making this an excellent day for important conversations, presentations, or creative writing. The Moon in Gemini activates your 11th house of social connections, amplifying your desire to express ideas within group settings. This position encourages intellectual exchanges and collaborative thinking. Though there's a subtle tendency to dominate conversations, be mindful of giving others equal time to speak. Your ideas will be well received regardless, so there's no need to force your perspective. Venus in Leo forms a beautiful aspect with the Sun today, enhancing your creative expression and adding a touch of theatrical flair to your communication style. This is particularly beneficial for Leos in creative fields acting, writing, music, or any artistic pursuit requiring authentic self-expression. Your words carry emotional resonance and captivating warmth that draws others in. Mars in Libra creates an interesting dynamic in your communication sector. While this position helps you present balanced viewpoints and diplomatic approaches, it may also introduce slight hesitation when assertiveness is needed. For maximum effectiveness today, Focus on combining your natural Leo confidence with thoughtful consideration of multiple perspectives. Mercury's sextile to Saturn adds a grounding element to your expression. Your words carry substance and authority, making this an excellent day for business communications, contract discussions, or situations requiring precise language. Others will respect your input and recognize the depth behind your statements, a perfect counterbalance to your Leo flair. Digital communications are especially favored today. Social media posts, emails, and virtual meetings benefit from your enhanced charisma and clarity. Consider recording voice messages rather than typing when possible, as your vocal tone carries particular persuasiveness under these planetary influences. For Leos working in education, training, or public speaking, today offers exceptional support. Your ability to simplify complex topics while maintaining audience engagement reaches peak performance. Teaching opportunities that arise today should be embraced wholeheartedly. In personal relationships, communication takes on a heartfelt quality. The Venus-Sun aspect helps you express affection and appreciation authentically. If there have been misunderstandings with loved ones, today offers a golden opportunity for reconciliation through honest, compassionate dialogue. Your throat chakra is particularly activated today, suggesting vocal expressions singing, chanting, or simply speaking your truth brings alignment and healing. Even typically reserved Leos feel a compelling urge to voice long-held thoughts and feelings. Trust this impulse, as it leads to personal liberation. Writing projects receive cosmic support today. Whether journaling for personal clarity, crafting professional documents, or working on creative narratives, your words flow with unusual grace and impact. Ideas that have been gestating find perfect expression now. One caution: Neptune forms a challenging square to your communication sector, potentially introducing elements of confusion or idealism. Double-check important facts before making definitive statements, and be wary of promises that sound too good to be true both from yourself and others. For Leos seeking to advance professional goals, today's communication aspects support networking conversations that could lead to meaningful opportunities. Your ability to articulate your value proposition and unique offerings comes across with compelling authenticity. Follow-up conversations initiated today tend to yield positive results. The third quarter moon phase encourages reviewing and refining communication strategies that haven't served you well. Old patterns of self-expression that undermine your confidence can be identified and released today. Notice where you might minimize your achievements or use qualifying language that diminishes your message. Color therapy supports your expression today. Wearing or surrounding yourself with blues and purples enhances throat chakra energy and verbal clarity. These colors complement Leo's natural affinity for gold and orange tones, creating a balanced energy field that supports truthful, heart-centered communication. If public speaking opportunities arise today, embrace them fully. Your natural Leo stage presence is magnified, allowing you to connect deeply with audiences while maintaining composure and authenticity. Preparation meets opportunity under these stars, particularly for presentations you've been developing for some time. In romantic contexts, the day favors heartfelt declarations and important relationship discussions. If you've been considering expressing deeper feelings or having a defining conversation with a partner, planetary alignments offer supportive energy for mutual understanding and positive outcomes. For creative Leos, artistic expression channels open widely today. If you work with words writing, poetry, songwriting inspiration flows abundantly. Trust the creative impulses that arise, as they connect to deeper truths needing expression through your unique Leo lens. For Leos on June 25, 2025, the financial landscape appears particularly dynamic as Mercury forms a supportive trine with Jupiter, opening channels for profitable conversations and negotiations. The Sun, your ruling planet, currently transiting through Cáncer in your 12th house, creates an interesting backdrop where financial intuition becomes your secret weapon. You may receive insights about investments or business opportunities through dreams or subtle impressions today. Don't dismiss these whispers from your subconscious. With Venus positioned in your own sign, your natural charisma is enhanced, making this an excellent day to request raises, pitch ideas, or attract financial backing for creative projects. Your ability to present yourself confidently directly correlates with monetary gains today. The moon in Taurus activates your 10th house of career and public recognition, suggesting that financial opportunities are likely to come through professional channels or authority figures who notice your contributions. Pay particular attention to communications from supervisors or industry leaders, as they may contain lucrative possibilities. Mars in Virgo is energizing your second house of personal finances, giving you the drive to organize your resources more efficiently. This placement favors detailed financial planning and implementing practical systems that can increase your wealth over time. You might feel motivated to eliminate unnecessary expenses or find ways to maximize returns on existing investments. Jupiter's continued presence in Gemini expands possibilities in your 11th house of networks and future goals, indicating that collaborative ventures or group projects could be particularly profitable now. Consider how your connections might lead to shared financial opportunities, perhaps through pooled resources or collective business initiatives. Saturn in Pisces continues to bring structure to your 8th house of shared resources, loans, and investments. Today, this influence helps you approach serious financial commitments with appropriate caution and wisdom. You're likely to make mature decisions about mortgages, loans, or business partnerships that will serve you well in the long run. Uranus in Gemini creates unexpected networking opportunities that could suddenly shift your financial trajectory. Be open to surprising introductions or unconventional collaborations that might initially seem unrelated to money matters. They could evolve into significant income sources. Pay special attention to digital or technological ventures today, as they hold particular promise for future returns. Neptune in Aries in your 9th house suggests that financial opportunities could come through international connections, higher education, or publishing. Consider how expanding your knowledge base or reaching global markets might enhance your financial position. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius continues its slow transformation of your partnership sector, suggesting that business alliances are evolving in significant ways. Today might reveal deeper insights about how collaborative financial arrangements need to change to better serve all parties involved. Your financial instincts are particularly sharp today regarding joint ventures. Trust your gut about who to trust with your resources. The day's energy favors investments in beauty, luxury items, or creative enterprises, areas where Leo naturally excels. If you've been considering launching a side business related to these domains, today's planetary alignments provide supportive energy for initial steps. Financial opportunities may arise unexpectedly around midday when the moon forms a favorable aspect to Mercury, facilitating productive conversations about money matters. Schedule important financial meetings during this window, if possible. While your natural Leo generosity is one of your finest qualities, today calls for a balance between splurging and saving. The planetary positions suggest that strategic investments in your professional development could yield the highest returns. Consider allocating resources towards skills, certifications, or tools that enhance your market value rather than purely discretionary purchases. A financial opportunity that's been developing behind the scenes may finally become visible today. Something you've been working on privately could begin to show monetary potential, validating your previous efforts and investments. Remain confident in your financial decisions today. Your Leo courage serves you well when it comes to calculated financial risks that others might hesitate to take. Leo, on June 25, 2025, the cosmic alignment creates several powerful pockets of good fortune that you can leverage. The sun transitions through your 12th house of spirituality and inner reflection, while Jupiter forms a harmonious trine with your sign, opening multiple doorways of opportunity. Your first major fortunate area today centers on creative self-expression. With Venus positioned favorably to your fifth house of creativity, artistic endeavors receive cosmic support. Any form of creative output, whether painting, writing, performing, or even creative problem-solving at work, carries an enhanced energy that attracts positive attention. This is an excellent day to showcase your talents, pitch creative ideas, or begin artistic projects that have been on your mind. The universe is particularly receptive to your unique creative signature today. Financial opportunities form your second major fortunate area. An unexpected monetary windfall may arrive, particularly through channels connected to past investments, creative endeavors, or side projects you initiated months ago. Pay attention to conversations about money. Valuable information may be shared casually that leads to profitable ventures. Your financial intuition is especially sharp today, guiding you toward wise decisions if you quiet your mind enough to listen. Leadership opportunities emerge as another fortunate area today. Your natural Leo charisma is amplified by Mars in a powerful position, making this an excellent day to step into leadership roles or increase your visibility in existing ones. Authority figures are more likely to notice your contributions, and the impression you make today could lead to advancement opportunities in coming weeks. People naturally turn to you for guidance now, affirming your innate leadership abilities. Relationship developments also receive fortunate energy. Romantic connections benefit from honest, heart-centered communication.